Okay, so ready to go deep on St. Patrick's Day, beyond the parades and the green beer.
Let's do it. I'm always up for uncovering hidden depths.
This time, we're diving into a blog post from Lestallion.
Okay.
And get this, they have 50 journaling prompts all about uncovering, as they put it, the unexpected magic of this holiday.
Journaling prompts, huh? Interesting. What a unique lens to explore this topic.
Right, like they're handing us a toolkit for self-discovery, right? Helping us to engage with St. Patrick's Day on a more, I don't know, personal and meaningful level.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like a roadmap to a richer experience of the holiday.
Exactly. And they really run the gamut with these prompts, everything from personal reflections on luck to really digging into Irish culture.
I like it. So where do they want us to start?
Well, one that really jumped out at me was imagine spending St. Patrick's Day in Ireland itself.
Ah, yes.
Just reading that, it sparks the imagination, doesn't it?
Absolutely. In fact, that ties into one of the big points they make in the post.
Okay.
The importance of experiencing Irish culture firsthand. St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Ireland are, well, surprisingly different from how the rest of the world tends to celebrate.
Oh, really? I'm curious, what are some of the key differences? What sets the Irish celebration apart?
Well, think less about the stereotypical green beer and leprechauns,
Hmm.
and more about celebrating authentic Irish heritage and culture.
Got it.
Traditional music, vibrant parades that showcase local arts and crafts, and even religious ceremonies honoring St. Patrick himself.
Wow, so it's really like stepping into a completely different experience of the holiday.
Absolutely. It's about connecting with the roots of the tradition.
So much more authentic.
Exactly. And, that distinction between the, let's say, commercialized version and the culturally rooted celebration, well, it's crucial for understanding how a tradition evolves as it, how do you say, travels.
Mhm.
But whether you're in Dublin or Dubai, one thing tends to stay consistent:
Okay, what's that?
storytelling.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of stories, the blog really dives into the story of St. Patrick himself, urging us to kind of look beyond those, I don't know, simplified narratives we often hear.
Oh, you mean like the whole chasing snakes out of Ireland thing?
Exactly.
It's a compelling image, sure, but it's almost certainly an allegory, probably for driving paganism out of Ireland.
Yeah.
And that's where things get interesting. The post invites us to see Patrick as a real person, flaws, faith and all, rather than just this, one-dimensional figurehead.
It reminds me of how history is often less about memorizing dates and more about understanding the nuances of human experience.
Exactly.
Those complexities.
Yes. And it goes even deeper. There are prompts about the symbolism of the shamrock. For example, did you know it's linked to the Holy Trinity in Christian tradition?
Wait, really? I always thought it was just like a lucky symbol.
It's a common misconception, but it's believed that St. Patrick himself used the 3 leaves of the shamrock to explain the concept of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Wow. Talk about a powerful teaching tool. That's amazing. It shows how something so simple can hold such deeper meaning, and even be used to communicate really complex ideas. It really makes you think about what other symbols we encounter every day that have hidden depths we might not even realize.
Absolutely. And that's where these journaling prompts are so clever. They encourage us to look beyond the surface. For example, there's one that asks you to reflect on a time you felt incredibly lucky. It seems simple, but it gets you thinking about what luck even means to you.
That's such a good point. Is luck about circumstance, timing, or maybe something more internal like attitude?
Exactly. And how does that personal definition of luck connect to the broader themes of St. Patrick's Day? It's like the prompts are weaving together these different threads, the personal, the historical, the cultural, to create a richer understanding of the holiday.
It's like they're saying, here's a framework for reflection, but feel free to color outside the lines and see where it takes you.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just individual reflection, too. Lestallion also includes prompts about family and shared traditions. There's one that asks you to brainstorm ways to celebrate your heritage, regardless of your background.
I love that. It's not just about Irish culture, but about celebrating the diversity of traditions we each carry within us.
Exactly. It's an invitation to explore our own family histories, share stories, and maybe even create new traditions that reflect who we are today.
It's interesting how this blog post manages to balance the introspective with the downright celebratory. They have a whole section on designing your ideal St. Patrick's Day celebration, complete with parade floats and costumes.
Absolutely. They encourage you to think about the sensory elements, the music, the food, the colors. What kind of atmosphere do you want to create?
Okay, but speaking of music, imagine putting together the ultimate St. Patrick's Day playlist. I'm already thinking about the energy of fiddle tunes mixed with the soulful ballads.
And each song could represent a different aspect of the holiday, or even a personal memory connected to St. Patrick's Day.
It's like creating a soundtrack to your own unique experience of the celebration. It's true, music is powerful like that. It really can take you back.
It really can. And what I appreciate about these prompts is how they encourage us to be active participants in our celebrations,
No, I see what you mean.
not just passive observers, right?
Right.
We get to curate the experience, the music, the food, the activities, all those elements that create a truly memorable celebration.
I have to say, this blog post has really reframed St. Patrick's Day for me. I used to think it was just about wearing green and maybe having a Guinness or two, but now,
There's so much more to it.
so much more. It's become something much richer, much more meaningful. And I think that speaks to what you were saying earlier about intentionality.
Absolutely. When we take the time to engage with traditions on a deeper level, to understand their origins and explore our own unique connections to them, well, it unlocks a whole new dimension of appreciation.
You said it. It makes you wonder what other holidays or traditions we might be taking for granted. Just kind of going through the motions without really stopping to think about what they mean to us.
It's true. That's the beauty of this kind of exploration. It has a ripple effect.
Hmm.
It extends beyond a single holiday or tradition. What if we approached all our celebrations with this same sense of curiosity, with this same openness to discovery?
Wow, that's a great thought. We might just surprise ourselves with the hidden depths and the unexpected personal connections we uncover along the way.
Exactly.
Suddenly, even the most familiar traditions can feel fresh and exciting.
Well said. So, as you gear up for St. Patrick's Day this year, why not take a page from Lestallion's book? Whether you try journaling, or exploring your heritage, or simply taking a moment to reflect on what this holiday means to you, remember, there's a world of discovery waiting within.
Beautifully said. And who knows, you might even uncover some unexpected magic along the way.
That's the spirit.
This has been great. Thanks for diving into this with me today.
Anytime. Always a pleasure to explore these ideas together.